Hey, hello everybody out there in podcast land. We're the Elderly Brothers. I'm Artie, and my brother Larry is right there with his hand up, right, waving to you. Um, and we're guys who are pretty damn old, and we know a lot of stuff, and some of it's even true. And that's what we're going to try and talk about with you guys on a regular basis.
The truth.
True, yeah, true is the operative word here. So I'm going to start the clock. I got a timer here,
Cool.
and I think the we talked about the stuff the other day, but one thing that struck me watching TV yesterday, there are 96 flights a week to Dubai on Emirates Airlines. How can that possibly be? 96 flights. I mean, that's 10,000 people or more. I don't
I
know.
think they're just small, like two-person airplanes.
Yeah, really gliders, right?
I don't know. I mean, it looks like a nice place.
Yeah, I know, but that's so many people.
So what goes on?
Huh?
What goes on? Is there business going on, or are they just
I,
all
I
vacationing?
think people go there for pleasure. I'm not sure. I don't know why anybody would go there actually, unless
Well,
they
it
would
looks
see the tallest in the tallest building in the world there or something.
yeah. And Tom Cruise, I think that's the one he jumped off of.
Who did?
Tom Cruise.
You really did?
Well, yeah, I think. I mean, it's one of his movies.
Did he have a parachute?
No,
What?
I think he repelled or something.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a different story.
I remember him hanging on the building and dying every minute.
No, that's a different story. Repelling or jumping.
But yeah, I mean, I'm a sort of a Dubai follower because every architect in the world wants a job there because they're swimming in money and they're building incredible things.
And they're trying to outdo everybody, right?
Yeah, and I think they have.
What's the tallest building? Like a thousand, 10,000 feet or something?
It's the oh, I had the name of
Not a
it.
fancy name of some kind.
Yeah, it's like DeBarge or
Yeah, don't worry about it. Nobody cares.
Bajurge.
Nobody cares. Don't worry about it.
So, but yeah, it's pretty there. You can go skiing.
You can?
Um,
Well, yeah, but it's artificial, isn't it?
well, of course.
No, I mean it's like plastic or something.
No, I think they built a building and made snow in it. They're keeping it cold enough to make snow.
Well, let's move on. The buzzer's going off here.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Uh, okay. I've got another TV thing. You know these ads for the fancy dog food, the dog food that looks it comes in the refrigerator, and everybody's upset because people look at it and don't believe or don't want it to be in the fridge, and then they get beaten up or something happens to them.
Well, or their girlfriend or boyfriend leaves
Yeah, exactly. But the
because
thing is, the stuff looks like garbage to me. It
oh
just looks like ground up something.
well, you ought to get some and try it.
Well, how do you know what dogs like anyway? I mean,
Uh,
maybe dogs will eat absolutely anything you give them.
Probably, but they might eat one thing ahead of the other. So if you put three or four in a row, they might go to one.
Well, they might. I don't know. I think dogs are just plain hungry. If there's a dog that doesn't have a home, he's going to eat anything. She's going to eat anything that they find.
Of course, but then there's those dogs who live in luxury and get to choose.
They get what?
They get to choose what they eat,
Oh, they do. Okay. Well, I don't know about that.
like cats. You've seen the ads for the cats, cat food.
And cats will eat anything, won't they?
No, they're very picky.
So if a cat was outside and didn't have any place to live, what would they eat?
Mice.
You think they'd be able to find mice?
Well, either they would or they wouldn't be living.
Maybe so.
But like there's a commercial now that we're on TV and commercials. There's a commercial for a cat food, and I can't remember the name of it. I remember the commercial, which is of a cat riding in the back of a limo past its owner, ran away, and evidently found some rich people to live with. And they see the cat, and the cat disses him and rolls up the window. And
uh, Lovely cat stories.
eats, eats that fancy cat food
Eats the fancy cat food. Well,
because they like it.
if you say so. All right. What do you got going?
Me, I haven't really thought about anything.
Okay, well, let's talk about the thing we were talking about on Zoom yesterday about the exercises to clear your throat.
Oh yeah, what is it?
Ta
T,
ta ti ti tiffy tiffy.
ta ta tippy tippy. Yeah,
I looked it up on Chat GPT too,
yeah, it is.
and they don't have that, but they've got this. You roll your neck and you loosen up your vocal cords that way,
Oh, good. Can
and
you
you
hear
go,
when you do that? Can you hear your neck cracking?
oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, good.
And then also you can go, you're supposed to go and hum. You hum the scale. And you're supposed to yawn. Big yawn clears your throat.
I got to practice more. I don't think it's working.
Really, I think ta ta tiffy tiffy, tt ta ta tiffy tiffy is the most fun though.
T ta ta tippy
No, ta
tippy.
ta tt.
Ta ta tippy tippy.
Yeah, tiffy, tiff.
Oh,
Frank,
Tiffy.
Tiffy, tiff is in Frank.
Oh, not Tippy.
No, Tiffy
Oh,
Tiffy.
maybe that's why I still have to clear my throat.
Yeah, Tiffy doesn't work.
Tiffy
Tiffy.
with an F.
Yes.
Okay, that's what that's what you said.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I have a list because something else, watching basketball yesterday,
Yeah.
and I've noticed, I don't know if it's just the first time this season that I've noticed this or if it's existed before, but every team has roughly 8 coaches sitting on the bench. Teams only have like 10 or 12 players, and they got 8 coaches.
Hmm. So I mean, they're all special.
What do 8 coaches do, for God's sake?
Are they specialists?
Well, they must be like a dribbling coach and a footwork coach and a jumping coach and a weight coach uh, a nutritionist and who knows what the hell they got.
We'll have to. I think we should definitely get an expert on that. I'd love to
Oh, we
know.
got to line up some experts because there's so much we don't know, so much we think we know, and so much we don't know.
But in a lot of cases, I think we do know what we don't know.
Yeah, we certainly do know what we don't know. That's supposed to be smart.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah, you know what you don't know. That's a smart thing.
That's a starter.
So actually, we're really smart, a lot smarter than we thought we were.
Because we don't know a lot, and we know we don't know it.
Yeah, I mean, nuclear fission, for example. You may know something about that. I don't.
I don't know anything, and I even know less about basketball coaches. It
Well, I
appears,
know nothing about them either, except they stand there and they scream at their players.
and I didn't know that they had that many.
Well, you check it out. Check it out. You'll see it. There's like three or four on in the first row and three or four behind them.
Well, and so in football, they must have like 20.
Probably so. Probably so. They have what coach for every position. I
I
think
know
they actually do.
each position.
Yeah.
So could be my niece, who's a physical therapist, worked for the. I told you this in the past, but worked for the Denver Broncos, and she specialized in linemen.
Well, I have a friend whose son is a chiropractor, and he worked for the Detroit Lions as a chiropractor.
As a what?
Chiropractor,
Oh, chiropractor.
which actually makes some sense.
Oh yeah, I know. I think you need at least one.
Yeah, probably for every position. Let's see here. Oh, Ruthie and I, excuse me, were talking last night about how people knew what time it was before there were clocks and before there were sundials even.
Yeah,
How did they know that they had a meeting at 10 o'clock in the morning at the Coliseum or anything?
because they could see the sun coming up.
Well, what if it was cloudy?
Then they missed a meeting, probably.
Everybody would miss. Seriously, I think this is a serious topic. Again, we know we need to know someone who knows this kind of stuff because I don't know, it interests me that if it's cloudy and you only have a sundial, you can't do nothing.
You're SOL.
I mean, you know it's dark and you know it's light, and that's it.
Right? Well, and it gets light in the morning and dark at night.
Well, yeah, usually that's the case, but you never know for sure.
So, and then the next question I might have is what is the agenda of that meeting they're having that they missed because it's cloud?
How do they get the agenda?
It's like, well, let's go hunt mastodons today.
Or yeah, whatever.
Bring
But
in
look,
mast.
think just it. I don't know when clocks were actually invented, but think even as close as the War of 1812 or something like that. How did they know when the battle started?
Well, that's when they had those, the buglers. They did that.
Well, yeah, but how'd they know what time it was?
Somebody told them.
They didn't. There was no way to know.
Well, I don't. We need to know if we had at some point when we can get call-ins. Hopefully, somebody could call in and tell us when the clock was invented.
Well, we can find that part out, but what I need to know is before the clock.
Before the clocks.
I mean, if you worked for the local newspaper and you had a deadline, you wouldn't even know what time the deadline was
You wouldn't. It takes a
until
lot of
some
pressure
until
off.
somebody yelled at you.
And, and people didn't know they didn't live very long either.
Well, but they knew that, I think.
Well, they knew they had a whole lifetime.
Well, whatever it was. Okay, well, we're working on that one too. My gosh, we need help.
You need to make a list of the experts we need to contact.
Uh,
Better
well,
yet, they should contact us because we don't know where to look for them.
guess we can Google it. I don't know, or AI it, one of the two. Well, I don't really have anything else on my list. I thought you might have something, but we'll work on it for the next time.
Yeah, we can do that. I'm just trying to think of what if anything significant happened yesterday. I also see my wife out in the yard with a bucket of cat litter, used cat litter,
Yeah.
going to dump it down the gopher hole. She hates gophers.
Well, I don't know, gopher.
Well, they're nice if there's a few of them, but a lot of them around is too many.
I wonder if they might eat cat litter.
I think they probably won't. It's used too.
Well, I don't think that matters much. I don't know if they're vegetarians or Or what?
Well, so, if they were pets, then there would be that, executive level pet gopher food.
Probably so. And don't mess with my gopher food.
And you'd have to find out what they like.
Putting out several varieties of cheeses, crackers, and so
I
forth.
think they like the soft cheeses.
You think?
Well, I don't know. They can gnaw. They're good gnawers.
Yeah, they might like spare ribs or something like that.
Parmesan.
Yeah, tougher cheese probably would be good.
They don't, most of them do not have cheese graters, though, I don't believe. So
I bet not. No.
you have to
Well,
probably,
if they're good gnawers, they don't need a grater.
they have to just bite it off.
Yeah,
So I need to do that. Whoops.
yeah,
It
it's there somewhere.
won't show. There must be some
There,
difference.
right, for a second it did. There.
Now, if I can turn it,
Forget it.
there it is. Call us up, Yeti.
Yeah. Okay, we're out of time. Let's say goodbye.
Okay, well, that was a nice, fun thing. Now I'm not sure. Yeah, I did record it.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I love you, my brother. That's our sign off.
I love you, my brother, and I'm going to turn off the recording right now.
Okay.